slowing down, creating space, and sitting with discomfort when you don't want to is the only way that you are going to be able to take ownership of your life, and for you to actually create circumstances that are in favor of the life that you want to live, and for you to stop being a fucking side character in everybody else's life, stop being a supporting character in everybody else's life, and for you to finally be able to be the producer of your own life, to be the director of your own life, to be the creator of the life that you want to live. Hey babe, since I've got back from my holiday, I have really struggled to assimilate and get back into the routine that I was in before. And I think it's just from this place of like accepting where I'm at now, accepting my actual reality, what is going on in my life right now, the circumstances that I'm in, which are not my ideal circumstances, but I'm trying to learn to accept that and work with that and not allow it to hinder me, because I have a tendency to feel like a little bit of a victim, because I know what I want for myself. I know what I want for my life. I know I have the vision there, and I've always known, but I went most of my life neglecting that and not really acknowledging it, downplaying it, because the people around me in my life couldn't understand it themselves. That kind of put me off, and I allowed that to stop me from going for what I want in life. But over the past few years, and I would say specifically the past 2 years, since like 2023, that's 3 years. Okay, the past 3 years, I have been on this journey of like, oh my God, I know what I want now. I feel more connected with myself. I know what I need to do. I've just got to do it. And it's been a whole to and from of kind of working with myself and my nervous system, because that's a huge part of manifesting your dream life. You have to work with your nervous system, because your nervous system is literally the gatekeeper to anything that you want in life. Your nervous system is going to be the determining factor of whether or not you get it. So if you are operating from this place of survival mode, which I have spent most of my life in survival mode, and I still find myself in survival mode even today, which is what this whole podcast is about. But I still find myself in survival mode, and how can I expect myself to take the actions that I need to take to get to my dream life if I am in survival mode, and if I'm enabling that further by perpetuating this victim mindset, by having this entitlement complex and feeling like I am just entitled to whatever I want, is something that I've definitely been guilty of most of my life. Even now, I do sometimes just think like, oh, well, I deserve my dream life. Like, I know my worth. I deserve my dream life, blah, blah, blah. And to an extent, that's true. Everyone, we all deserve our dream lives, but there is an aspect of action that you have to take in order to get there. And that has been my downfall. That has been my weakness. So yeah, I have been slowly kind of assimilating back to reality and my current circumstances. And it has proven a little bit tricky, a little bit difficult, because when I was on holiday, it was like I was in this paradise. I was in my higher frequency. I was literally living as my higher self, and it was so amazing. It was this beautiful little bubble, and it showed me exactly what I want out of life. It was showing me the exact feelings that I want to have and the environment that I want to be in, etc. And to go from being in that beautiful bubble, having a taste of your dream life, and then to come back and have to face reality, it's a bit tricky. And I have felt quite sad. I felt a little bit depressed. I don't like saying that, but I have felt a little bit low mood at certain points of the day. And I found that the times where I'm feeling low mood is when I have allowed myself to become so depleted because I'm giving so much to whatever I'm doing. That's very much my attitude towards anything in life. I cannot do anything if I don't have an interest in doing it, or if there's not something on the line for me to do it. So when it comes to work, if there's not a deadline, I'm not going to be doing it until the night before or the day before, because I need a deadline, because I don't care about that thing. But that's me giving my all in that moment. But because this is my way of like working and the way that my brain works, it can get really depleting. And I know that there are so many of us out there who feel that same way. Like, if you're watching this video, you might feel that way too, where you do just go all in and then you burn out, and it's really hard to find a balance. And this is something that I'm learning now. I am very easily susceptible to being in this survival mode state, and I can't even fucking help it. It's just my brain chemistry throughout the day. As more and more input goes into me, I just get more and more overstimulated, more and more flustered, low-key, and I just don't know how to come down from that. And I just feel like really annoyed because it's like my whole evenings feel wasted because I feel physically unwell. I feel so tired, so lethargic, headaches, tension, all of this shit. And it's like, oh my God, like this is the time. This is where I should be not hustling, but this is where I should be working on my things that I want to work on, like the podcast, like writing, like TikTok, all of these things that I want to do. I have so many things that I want to do. And it's stripped from me because I'm in survival mode. And like when you're in survival mode, you can't think straight. I can't do a job like this when I'm in survival mode. I'm not getting the downloads. I'm not in a state of mind to be able to talk to you guys and empower you guys and make you feel good if I'm sitting in front of the camera and I'm in fucking survival mode. I'm feeling drained and lethargic and whatever, all of these things. So it can be really, really fucking frustrating. But what I have noticed, because I woke up this morning late, I didn't get up and have my morning routine, and I was like, fuck, like I ruined it, fucked it. Not have my morning routine. I'm not starting my day with my own energy. Oh my God. And I was beginning to sort of spiral a little bit. And I caught myself in that. I was journaling. I was like, no, this is the situation. We've got to work with the cards that we've got. What can we do to kind of bring back this day a little bit and feel a little bit better? And I did all the steps and I started to feel a little bit better. I then started to feel dysregulated again. And something within me just told me that I needed to go upstairs. I needed to put some makeup on, slow the fuck down, put some makeup on, curl my hair, make myself feel a little bit more presentable, and then I needed to go and meditate. I needed to sit and listen to a 20-minute Joe Dispenza meditation and get my brainwaves more relaxed, slow these brainwaves down so that I can connect again with my higher self, because that is where the frustration lies. That is where I get in this survival mode mentality. That's where I start to feel dysregulated. It's when I feel like the day has taken me, it's kind of captured me, and I don't have any power to reconnect with myself. Like everything just feels so cloudy in my mind. Everything just gets so infiltrated, clouded, and it's just so stressful. And of course, again, the feeling came up, the urge came up this morning to sit and watch Love Island, to doom scroll, to eat food, whatever the hell I wanted to eat just for comfort. And I really wanted to do that, but this feeling came up like, no, I need to meditate. So I meditated, and oh my God, just sitting down and meditating, just giving yourself that permission to have that time in the day, 20 minutes, which 20 minutes you would spend scrolling on social media, fucking easy. The difference of how you would feel, 20 minutes of meditating, 20 minutes of scrolling on social media. Your brain, your body will tell you that the social media scrolling for 20 minutes is going to be the thing that regulates you, but it's not. The protector inside of you is a child. It's a wounded child who is trying to protect you. It's trying to make you feel regulated and safe. So it thinks, yeah, the easiest thing is to scroll on TikTok. That's going to give us some temporary dopamine. It's going to make us feel good. But if we zoom out of the situation and we tap into our higher self, we will know that, especially from past experience as well, we will know that scrolling on social media is not going to regulate us. It's just us numbing. It's just us avoiding our lives and our reality. What I realized and what came up so strongly in this meditation is that the more that you want to run, the more that you want to avoid and numb and procrastinate and do things that you probably shouldn't do, the more that you need to sit with yourself and face those demons. Face yourself. Face your reality. In those moments that you want to escape are the exact moments that you need to stay. They're the exact moments that you need to sit and be with yourself, no matter how fucking hard it is. And it will be hard. It will be so hard, because if you're at that point of the day where you're already feeling like the day has taken you and you're dysregulated, your brain waves are like so fast, so chaotic and crazy. And there's no room for you to connect. There's no room for you to even, it's like water. Like if there's waves in the water and things like that, you're not going to be able to see down. What's the analogy? When there's waves in the water and you can't like see at the bottom, but then once it calms down, then you can see. You can literally look down and be like, oh my God, there's a fish, there's this, da da da. But if the waters are crazy, you're not going to see shit. So the more that you want to escape, because you're already in the survival mode, And a lot of us don't recognize that we're in survival mode because we're so fucking used to it. We're so used to feeling chaotic and scattered, and we're so used to picking up our phone whenever we feel like shit. We're so used to that. So that's what we do. And then we just stay in this cycle. We stay on this rat wheel. We're just running and running and running, and nothing is happening. We're not getting anywhere because we're doing the same shit that's keeping us feeling dysregulated. So in order for you to break that chain, you have to sit with the discomfort. You have to sit with yourself. You have to create space. You have to create space between you feeling something and between you reacting to something. The bigger the space that you can have between those two things, the more control you are going to have over your mind and over your life. And you will realize once you do these things, once you sit down and meditate and you slow down your brainwaves and you just calm the fuck down, even if you're sat there meditating and your brain is going bing, 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 the act of you meditating is discipline in itself, and just returning, like when your thoughts wander, just bringing them back gently, and then they'll wander again, and then bring them back gently. That is regulating you. That is slowing down your brain because you're not putting more things into it. You're processing what is already in there. So if you are thinking in meditation, if your brain is going everywhere, that isn't a bad thing. That is your brain processing. The more chaotic your thoughts feel while you're meditating, that just shows you just how much you need to be meditating. If you sit down and meditate, right, and you've chosen to meditate rather than go on social media, and you're getting all these thoughts rushing around in your mind, you think that's bad. But imagine if you were to have scrolled on social media and you would have been adding more thoughts, more opinions, more unnecessary shit into your mind, and that is just adding up and adding up and adding up, and then eventually you'll blow. Eventually you'll be like, oh my fucking God, you'll have a mental breakdown. You'll cry, you'll be like, oh my God, what is going on? Give yourself permission to create space in your life, to create moments for you to have an opportunity to just connect back with yourself again, to process what the fuck is going on. Because it's so easy for you to get pulled from pillar to post in day-to-day life, for people to be saying, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you're not doing that right, oh, I don't like your hair, whatever they're saying. We're so susceptible to that and so spongy to that. And if we're not creating space, if we're not creating these moments to process that and actually decipher what's true, what's not true, and compartmentalize it in your mind rather than it being this whole mush of shit that's all just, you feel like everything's the truth and it's not the truth, the more chaotic you're going to feel. The more or the less in control of your life you are going to feel. And you're going to feel like life is happening to you and feel like you are not actually the creator of your own life, which is the case. You are the creator of your life, but you are the one who has to create the space for you to connect with yourself. You are the one with the power. You are the one who is standing in the way of yourself right now and the life that you want to be living. It's all you. The only way you are going to get the answers is if you slow the fuck down and relax and just have these moments to just chill, to meditate, to slow down your brainwaves, to steady the water so that you can actually see through. You can see the fishes, you can see all the beautiful coral, you can see everything. That's what you need to do with your mind. Slowing down, creating space, and sitting with discomfort when you don't want to is the only way that you are going to be able to take ownership of your life and for you to actually create circumstances that are in favor of the life that you want to live, and for you to stop being a fucking side character in everybody else's life. Stop being a supporting character in everybody else's life, and for you to finally be able to be the producer of your own life, to be the director of your own life, to be the creator of the life that you want to live, because you are the only one who can dictate that. Literally no one else is going to do it for you. And that's empowering. It's scary at times, but it's also empowering. And the more that you slow down and connect with yourself, the less scary it gets, the more fun it gets, the more that you regulate yourself and come out of survival mode. And you start, when you come out of survival mode, you start coming up with solutions. You start getting creative. You start feeling like there are so many opportunities because your brain is open to it. But if your nervous system is in survival mode, you're never going to be open to all of the opportunities and the magic that's around you because your body is preserving energy trying to survive. My camera is going to overheat again. But I want to leave you with that message that the more that you want to run away and escape and numb and dissociate is the exact potent, powerful, magical moment that you need to come back to yourself and stay with the discomfort. And that is the ultimate key for you being in control of your life. I love you so much. I hope you have an amazing week. Let me know if any of this resonated with you, because if I speak to anyone in my normal life about this, they think I'm fucking crazy. They just think I'm sensitive and a weirdo. But I know that there are so many of us out there who feel this way, and I know that we're not crazy. We're just sensitive, and that's fine. That's a fucking superpower. Anyway, I love you so much. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will speak to you next week. Bye.